How you doing out there? Right now it's 11:30 in the evening. And tonight I want to talk about, recently I was just talking about the media per se, but I also want to talk about the state of, the state of the NBA, as well as the state of boxing, along with I guess I'm trying to cover as much as I can, but as well as a little bit of the NFL. And so recently, in this whole DC area, everybody's in a huge uproar about the latest number one overall pick, John Wallflower, or should I say John Wall, out of Kentucky. He has his own dance and all this different type of stuff. And so far, the preseason, I admit, looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So, things are kind of looking a little bit on the up. I'm not going to speak too soon, of course. There's still a whole 82-game season to come through, and the end coming late October, really November. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to really see. Because the Wizards, clearly been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? With Gilbert, Gilbert with the gun, Mr. Bang Bang, doing his little Cactus Jack impression in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And so, somebody like that, it's definitely been a big headache for the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? So, especially after they got rid of Brennan Haywood and Jameson, and pretty much the general, like the whole starting five for real, including Caron Butler. You know what I'm saying? And, so it's been a real topsy-turvy in the season for the Wizards this past year. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, don't even get me started on the Redskins, or the Deadskins. You know what I'm saying? Making this big uproar about Donovan McHasbin. You know what I'm saying? So, coming from the Eagles, of course, speaking on behalf of the one and only Dallas Cowboys. Of course, we have a form. We've had Skins' number and McNabb's number. Since he was with Philadelphia. Last season, we beat the Skins twice. By 1 point with that comeback touchdown at Cowboy Stadium. Yeah, so exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was a heck of a game, don't get me wrong about it. It was a tremendous game. I was surprised. Surprised the Skins. Well, I'm not really that surprised because we're the only real team that that they choose to actually play hard against. All the other teams, like all the other 14 games this season, that they don't really play that hard. But once they see that silver and blue star, oh man, it's like they play like they're in the Super Bowl or something. And so, as far as that, that was definitely a pretty tough game. I'm not gonna lie, but of course at the end, we get the game winner. The W is still a W. So anyway, we went out in that. Then of course they come over here to this big cesspool, this giant toilet called FedEx Field, and embarrassed the Skins 17-0. Skins couldn't even get in the end zone not one time. Not one time last year against Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So, so as far as the Skins, we have that number. That's, not even a real rivalry, but, at the same time, I still, still have mutual respect for Redskin fans at the end. At the end, it's still all fun and games anyway. You know what I'm saying? So there's no real bad blood between myself or, anybody who's a Redskin fan. You know what I'm saying? But, as far as the organization, have a whole lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? So, from the outside on in, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Philly, we beat them 3 times. 3 times. First, first at home in Cowboy Stadium, then in Philly, then once again, once again the playoffs, the wild card round, at Cowboy Stadium. So that was just a straight sweep with McNabb as a starter, by the way. So, do we see a trend here? Beat the Skins twice, beat McNabb with Philly 3 times. Even though Mike Shanahan's a new coach, but still, you know what I'm saying, when it comes, still need an offensive line to guard McNabb in the first place. You know what I'm saying? He's not as mobile as he used to be, but like back in '99, back in 2000. So as far as McNabb, he's 33 going on 34. You know what I'm saying? Aging, pretty aging quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So as far as his production, I'm not saying he's super duper washed up, but he's not exactly at the very top. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm thinking about Breeze, Breeze, Manning, Peyton, as far as that's concerned. At least you still, at least give this guy some type of credit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I definitely believe, that we could really do something with them. And of course, so this guy's a punchline. I'm talking about Romo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a little punchline. But eventually, all we need is somebody that's really willing to get in his face. And just talk to him straight up, one on one like a man. Pretty much just whip him into shape. But other than that, as far as the team chemistry, I believe we really have something going. So as far as the season, as far as the AFC, I'm definitely looking at the Jets. Besides the Colts, I really see them, as a potential real big contender in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? The New England Patriots instead of the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots, they're kind of falling off, kind of fading out. So, but as far as the NFC, the teams I'm really looking at on the schedule are the Vikings, Saints. You know what I'm saying? Those are the primary teams. I'm really looking at as like some real competition. And as far as boxing is concerned, that's another area. I definitely believe that's lacking. So hopefully, hopefully this fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao, finally come to agreement that they can finally stand toe to toe, and put their differences aside, egos, and all this other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just put that aside to just for the sake of of actual a really good fight that we haven't seen in a long time. That Mayweather Mosley fight, was just just basically a joke. The Sugar Shane ain't nothing but a has-been anyway. And whenever Sugar Shane tried to say something, about Floyd, Floyd always came back with a comeback on him. You know what I'm saying? So so that wasn't too much of a big competition. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that that this fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao, it's probably like the closest to like the closest to Leonard and Duran, as far as this era is concerned. Because I wasn't even alive when Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran fought each other. Those first 2 times, those classic fights. You know what I'm saying? So this is like the closest thing I get to see. Closest thing I get to see personally to two classic fights like that. But as far as boxing, that's another area. I really want to see a lot more improvement on. And so those are just my thoughts about the state of sports. Just need to clean up.